Welcome, football fans, ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world. We appreciate you so much for being here tonight in Primetime Face-Off number 3, the third and final Primetime Face-Off of Week 5 of the NFL season. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great season so far, and I want to be able to tell you guys here tonight that we have had one heck of a run with primetime face-offs, and well, we are all set and ready for the next wave as we're getting ready for tonight's primetime face-off. So, with that said, we welcome each and every one of you out there tonight. I just want to go ahead and get to this immediately because, well, they want Joe tonight, and they want lots and lots and lots of Joe. So I hope you guys are excited because Joe is in the building. Joe, you probably just boosted our ratings by like 100 tonight, so thank you. Anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready to rock and roll because it's going to be a good one. All right, in tonight's game, we have one team who's finding their identity, and the other one who's very pissed off they lost to my Raiders in week 1 because they haven't lost a game since. Ladies and gentlemen, I am ready to do this here tonight. I hope you are. Let's do the damn thing. Here we go. All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready and set for Primetime Face-Off number 3 of the NFL Week 5 for Monday Night Football as the Indianapolis former Baltimore Colts take on the Baltimore Ravens. I just had to add that little bit of something in there for you guys here tonight. Oh, look at that. I'm loving it, y'all. So, hashtag for the shoe versus hashtag Ravens flock getting ready and set to go. But this primetime face-off wouldn't be possible without our combatants here tonight, and I'm glad to introduce them here for you here. So, representing the Indianapolis Colts, we have 2-on-1 tonight. Yeah, we were supposed to have 2-on-2, but we couldn't get that going. But we got 2-on-1 tonight. Oh, let's see how that one goes. Starting, of course, introducing the away team, the Indianapolis Colts. We have representing the Colts by way of Indiana. He, of course, is die-hard Indiana Colts fan. Die-hard Indiana everything fan. The man remembers the malice at the palace like it was yesterday. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Anyway, this man is the host of our Indiana sports show here at IE Sports Radio. It is actually named after his group that performs at the Indy 500 Colts games, Pacers games, and everywhere in Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the one and only Mr. Justin Law. What's going on, Justin?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Wouldn't miss it.
I'm glad you're here tonight, man. Glad to have you here. And he's got a drum somewhere behind him. I don't know where it is, but he's got some kind of drum and sticks somewhere. Damn, it's on his shirt.
There you go.
I'm loving it, brother. So, with that said, let's go ahead and introduce our next one. He, of course, is also by way of that Midwest. Glad to have him here tonight. Diehard Colts fan. He's been on here many times before in the past. This is his first time being in the camera one, so glad to have him here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Diehard Colts fan, Mr. Matt. What's going on, Matt? How you doing tonight, brother?
Oh, glad to be here, man. Every time I'm on a primetime game on this, we're 1-0, so I'm feeling pretty good.
He's right. But can we get a drum roll? I'm just kidding, because that would kind of like piss off Justin. but he is the man who is extremely wanted in the chat room. I mean, my goodness, the amount of Joe in the chat room is unreal, and I'm loving it. He's getting cheers from all over the place. And my goodness, this is going to be fun because having all these comments in the chat room today. Let's just be real, you guys. If you're a Colt or a Raven. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome for his first time of hopefully many making his rookie appearance here on 3 and Out. Getting ready and set to represent his Baltimore Ravens. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming by way of Ohio, he is Average Joe. What's going on, Joe?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Glad to be doing this.
Hey, me too, man. I think this is actually pretty funny because the amount of Joes we got going on. Gentlemen, this is funny. Yeah.
I always bring the comedy.
You got to love it, man. I'm loving it. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, big ups and thank you to our judges here tonight. We got our first judge by way of Southern California. He, of course, is IE Sports Radio's own and Charger fan, the host of our SoCal show, covering all things SoCal, including the Rams and the Chargers and everything SoCal, and our volleyball host, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. So, next judge here tonight, we have, of course, the host of our DMV. Oh, he might have a soft spot. Our DMV show, of course, and our wine show here on the network. That's right, Let's Wine About Sports, Mr. Mike Pat. And our third judge here of the night, he is by way of the Midwest and hardcore Chiefs fan. He actually was in last night's primetime face-off, and well, let's just say he's not too happy about that outcome from last night's game. I wasn't happy about that, 3.5 million hour freaking delay. But anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Bob Tuzinski. Glad to have him here. So we got a Chiefs fan, a Washington football fan, and a Charger fan that's judging you three guys here tonight. So should be fun. So I like this, by the way. There's more Joe in the chat room than at a coffee shop.
Don't you forget it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shut up and have some fun here. But before I do that, I got to, of course, give a shout out to our sponsors here. Big ups to the Southern California Warriors semi-pro football team, which I play for, which I'm very proud of that. You can go ahead and give the Warriors a follow at SoCal Warriors on Twitter, at Southern California _Warriors on Instagram, and, of course, at Southern California Warriors on Facebook. And if you have a business and you are looking forward for background checks, look no further than Mr. Kit Fremen, of course, Background Check International. Check him out at Background Check space BCI on Facebook. You can also check him out at www.bcint.com. Once again, that's at www.bcint.com. Remember, it is only used for professional use, and all illegal use of background checks are prohibited and illegal. So, with that said, let's do the dang thing. The wine man without wine tonight. Oh, no. Well, Mike might be a little cranky because he has no wine here tonight, but it's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get things going and get into this primetime face-off. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting things off with this. Yes, if you want to vote in the voting poll for who you think wins the game tonight, go on down here to this little Twitter handle and get on to 3 and Outs at IE Sports Radio or IESR. Cast your vote who you think is going to win tonight, and you will see who we think wins it. But the judges will decide who wins this debate. So, starting things off, let's do the dang thing. All right, gentlemen, we're going to start with the Colts and roll on to those Ravens here for tonight. So, Justin, we'll be starting with you, brother, and I'm going to go quickly on over to Matt. X Factors. Who are your X Factors for tonight's game and why?
For me, it is the level of injury to Darius Leonard and Carson Wentz. How healthy are those ankles for both of them? Because if Wentz can get outside the pocket, move around, create some plays, I remember the Frank was he was supposed to take a short sack, didn't take a short sack, and he made a huge play to help seal the game against the Dolphins. Finally got our first win. Darius Leonard's been fighting his ankle injury all season. He looked a step quicker last game. If he can be there to spy, I'm not going to say spy, but if he can be there, keep his eye on Lamar Jackson, then we got a shot.
I like that. Real quick, gentlemen, I forgot to mention, of course, Justin, Matt, and Joe. When you guys are not speaking, please make sure to mute just because it helps out the audio for everybody to hear. So thank you very much for that. All right, so unmuting yourself now. Mr. Matt, tell us, man, who are your X Factors for tonight and why?
Oh, man. Mine actually on defense is the same. Darius Leonard, hopefully his ankle's doing fine and back 100%. If so, then he can definitely help contain Lamar Jackson. Offensively, it has to be Jonathan Taylor. If we run him 20 times or more, get some play action going, some easy passes, some long drives to keep Lamar Jackson off the field. So hopefully we can get the run game established early tonight.
I agree with that, and I'm loving it, by the way. I completely agree. Leonard and I shared the same number on the field, and when you see that number, it's a scary number. So I like it. Yes, great number. So, but there was a man who wore 52 that we're going to, talk about his team coming up next year. So, X Factors, Average Joe. What's up, brother? Tell us who are your X Factors for your Ravens tonight and why.
I'm going to give you 2 players for the X Factor tonight. First one, everybody knows his name, Lamar Jackson. How are you going to stop this guy? They've been saying all season they got him figured out, yet banged up injury team. We're still 3-1 to the Colts 1-3, and he plays some of his best games in prime time. We're hoping for a Jackson 5 tonight like we saw against the Rams and the Jets in his 2019 MVP year. And then the second player, of course, the go-to kicking, Justin Tucker, the NFL record holder for longest kick at 66 yards, one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history. And with a banged up Ravens O-line and running back room, Jackson can't do it all himself. We got to bring in the best kicker in the game to help get us those extra points. Missing 12 in one Sunday, and don't even get me started on Cincinnati field goals, man. Good to have a GOAT on our side.
I just want to make a quick note of that game. I actually brought it up in yesterday's Primetime Face. I mean, Crosby had a very off day, but man, what a game! Anyway, so with that said, I love it, gentlemen. Lots of great X factors in this game. Let's move it on now into the fire round. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun to do the fire round today. I'm looking forward to some crap talking. I want it. I want some crap today. But I think the listeners want some crap. So, bro, that Cincinnati game was insane. Absolutely, it was more insane because it wasn't that good. I mean, it was a great game. I just the amount of field goals that were missed. Anyway, so with that said, let's get into that fire round, gentlemen, and talk about who we think, of course, or who you guys think the weaknesses are. So, starting off with the Colts, Justin, you start us off, brother. What are the weaknesses on the Ravens that the Colts can expose to win here tonight, and why?
I feel like it's their defense. It's not the same Ravens defense of old. I feel like we could do some over routes, some under routes. We can get our tight ends going, get some short game going, work the play action. Like Matt said, we can expose their secondary. I feel like if we can make sure we can protect the edge, we got to set the edge. That's the thing. We got to make sure we protect Carson on both sides, especially that right side. Left side, I think we're good. Reed's coming in. Fisher's been all right. He's been getting better. But if we can make sure we get Carson some time, work the play action on first down, we can start getting vertical down the field and really get some big chunk plays. But yes, got to feed Taylor, got to feed Hines, got a chance to get some big play action from Carson Wentz on first down. As long as we stay ahead of the chains, I feel like we got a shot in this one. It's not going to be an easy matchup by any means. No one's picking the Colts, but I say we do have a shot. They're not world beaters just yet. They're really, really good, but they're not world beaters just yet. I feel like we got a shot if we can make that play action work on first down and get it over the top.
I like it. Good detail. Nice to the point. Good stuff. All right, Matt, it's your turn, brother. What are the weaknesses on the Ravens that you feel your Colts can expose to win tonight?
I would agree with the defense, but I'm going to say the lack of explosive weapons on offense for the Ravens. I feel like we can stop their offense. The Detroit Lions did a pretty good job at stopping them. They should have won that game except for, the record-breaking field goal. But if the Lions can keep pace with the Ravens, then the Colts can definitely do the same.
Oh, the disrespect. I'm just kidding. All right, Average Joe, brother. Justin just said your defense is doo-doo. Yeah, I said it. I didn't even use a curse word. I used a little kid word. I mean, he really just went there. And you did you hear all these things they're talking about your team? First things first, what I want you to do, Joe, is tell me what you thought about what they thought your weaknesses were, respond to them, and then, of course, give your weaknesses on the Colts that you feel the Ravens can expose to win here tonight.
First off, to their responses, all right. Second, one of the Colts' weaknesses that they're going to be dealing with is that offensive line. If I'm not mistaken, Ryan Kelly and Quentin Nelson are still injured. Baltimore defense had 5 sacks on Denver last week, and now we're playing a banged-up Colts line. That's really where the game's going to be. The Colts, if they're going to win, they're going to need to get the running game going. They're going to need a lot of play action because our cornerbacks are thin. We're thin on cornerbacks. So get a lot of the play action going, try to get them ahead. But that whole offensive line is going to be where the game's decided. I think the Ravens get 6 sacks tonight.
Whoa!
Justin Houston hits his 100 sacks and gets himself a Carson Wentz jersey.
He's pulling out cards. I mean, Okay. Wow. Joe, you're welcome back on this show anytime. I love your fire, brother. Okay, Matt and Justin. We'll go in that order. Matt and Justin, real quick, can you go ahead and respond to Joe for that?
Our offense line's thin, but I already know we can hold up against that Ravens D line. It's nothing special over there. I mean, we still have a solid offense line. If Carson Wentz can get rid of the ball quick enough, it won't even be a factor. Their corners are weak. It shouldn't be too hard to get open for our receivers.
He said the land of the defense is just not what it used to be. Justin, what about you?
All right, so they do have one really good DB. You got Humphreys. He's one of the best in the league. But as long as Carson can call out the right numbers, all your 50s and 90s, I don't care if they're playing linebacker. If they're 50 or 90, call out their number because we know they're coming. So like we said, play action on that first down. I feel like if we win on first and second down, it's a wrap. If you get us in third and long, yeah, they're going to start throwing those junk defenses at us. We'll be in trouble. But if we can get it going on first and second down, it's going to be a long night for y'all.
All righty, gentlemen. Let's get into this lightning round now. I'm loving the crap going back and forth. Let's keep it, y'all. So, starting things off once again, we'll go with you, Justin. What do we got, brother? Lightning round here. I want your game plan. This is so short and sweet. I want your game plan. I want to know what you think your Colts have to do tonight to go into the city where your colors used to fly. Not no more. But go into the city that you guys once belonged to back in the Stone Age. This is very long time ago. But I want to know, man, what is your game plan for those Colts to beat the Ravens here tonight? What must they do?
Establish the run game so we can go to the play action. In fact, you could start off with play action because they know we're going to try and run it. That's our strong suit right now. Like you said, we're thin at the O-line. We can run it off the left side. We're going to be great. Set up first and second down. As long as we stay ahead of the chains, we'll be in great shape. Defense, we got to disguise when we're going to bring pressure. We got to make sure we set the edge. Don't let Jackson get outside because if we start blitzing, he's just going to break a big one. So we got to make sure we contain him, keep him, and make sure we're ready for those design runs. We know when he's going to have those design runs because he's going to be running behind Ricard, fullback. Anytime we see him up there, we know he's about to run behind him. So make sure we set the edge, contain him, make him throw because if he starts throwing, you might spray it out there. You might loft it up there. We might be able to get a pick. If we get a turnover, if we win the turnover battle, I feel like we got it.
Okay, look at Joe. I love Joe's face. Joe's just like got that face, like that bring it face. Okay, Justin, I like it, man. All right, Matt, give it to us, man. What is your game plan for your Colts to walk out of the bank tonight victorious?
Got to play a clean game on offense. No turnovers, limit the penalties, and have long drives. Keep Lamar off the field as much as possible. And if we can do that and actually score touchdowns in the red zone, we should be fine. And on defense, just no big plays. And hopefully convert on a couple of turnovers, make Lamar Jackson a pocket passer, which he is the greatest at.
Okay, so Joe, I know you're waiting. You're bursting at the seams. Look at all these awesome, by the way, let's take a look at the comments real fast. Harry says here, Baltimore's the whole defense is a weakness. Oh my gosh. Derek out here says, Joe out here spitting facts. Okay, Taryn, one of our judges, also make sure Lamar doesn't drop the deuce. Oh boy. Taryn says Joe had a good poker face, or Joe has a good poker face. Absolutely. Josh Brewer, watch out for quote unquote Project Pat. Oh, okay. Well, let's hand it on over now to Joe, man. What about you, brother? Let us know. What are your first things first? Talk about these two's game plan. I mean, are you even a fan of it? Do you think that's what you would do versus your own team? And then, of course, talk about your weaknesses on the Colts. Sorry, not the weaknesses. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. I'm in the last round still. Talk about your game plan tonight for the Ravens to beat the Colts.
Okay, first off, I agree with a lot of their statements on how they're going to beat us, especially with the Project Pass, especially with the play action. Humphrey is the best cornerback on our team. We also have Anthony Avery, who's been one of the best in lockdown this year. Look the stats up. He's not talking Jalen Ramsey level, but we're talking, Patrick Peterson prime level play right now for the cornerbacks. So the play action, though, is what you're going to have to try and exploit. But for the Ravens themselves, to beat the Colts tonight is we need Lamar Jackson to be on his A game. We need Marquise Brown to not drop the damn ball. If he would have held on in Detroit, there would have been 3 touchdowns, an extra 150 receiving yards on that stat line that game, and it would have been a blowout to Detroit. But, hey, the record field goal would have never happened. We're happy about it. But the game plan is we're just going to need Lamar Jackson to be on it. And we're going to need the defense to exploit the Colts' weak offensive line.
He just says your offensive line sucks. Like, I mean, he's just all over. He says your 5 big boys can't do anything.
1-3 in the AFC South. Like, come on. Your next teams are 0-5 and what? Another 1-4, 1-3.
Well, that division is funny. Just when I thought the Titans were actually going to, do something, they don't. And it's kind of funny. I'm sorry, Titans fans, but that team is probably the biggest disappointment since, my gosh, I really can't even relate that disappointment to anybody.
Since Baltimore played them in the playoffs, they haven't been the same.
Yeah, that Titans team is horrible. So weak. Harry's just giving it in the chat room. So, all right, starting with you, Matt. What do you think about his game plan? And then Justin, right to you, man. And then that will do it for the face-off. We'll get, of course, the final verdicts here of the actual game itself, and then we'll see who won the debate. So, Matt, what do you think about that? Once again, defend your team if you'd like, and then what do you think about his game plan?
I mean, he wasn't too far off with our offensive line, but again, if we were a fully healthy offensive line, that wouldn't be the case. And again, like our game plan, if we establish the play action and get the ball out quick, that will have nothing. That's not really a concern for us. We can game plan around that one.
Okay, absolutely good stuff there. All right, Justin, final statements for you.
Yeah, I see his point. I mean, we do have offensive line issues, but I feel like if that's the focus, then again, that's going to give Carson a chance to do what he does, and we've only gotten better. Yes, we are 1-3, but y'all could have easily been 2-2 had it not been for that record field goal kicking. Yes, your receiver dropped a few balls, but we played like straight due to the first 3 games. We finally had a really decent game. Again, it was against the Dolphins, but I feel like every team in the NFL is learning how to play in September. Training camp doesn't mean anything anymore. It's about the regular season. So now September's passes, about really starting to get into October ball. We're about to see how it goes down tonight. If Taylor gets on track, watch out. We're going to be going over the top. We'll be stretching the vertical field. If we keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket, if we can contain him, keep him from breaking the big ones, we got a shot. If we can make sure that we don't allow him to get outside and make the big play, if it comes down to the game on the line, we know who's getting the ball. It's Lamar Jackson. We know who's going to get it with the game on the line. So with that going in, we know that we got a chance to beat them.
Gentlemen, what a face-off. That was a great one. Ladies and gentlemen, all these gentlemen here tonight went on ahead and did the dang thing. I just want to give a big shout-out to everybody who tuned in tonight, of course, and was a part of this. So Bobby says here, Ravens should have also lost to the Chiefs. He's a Chiefs fan. If Carl Edwards-Helaire doesn't fumble, but I digress. Joey says here, as an Eagle fan, you can't make excuses for the weak O-line. Ravens by 3 TDs. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So I want to go around the table real fast. So, judges, please give me your final votes while they tally up the votes here. We got to know around the table. All right, who you got? Justin, then we'll go Matt, then we'll go Joe. Final score and why?
For me, my final score is going to be 24-17 Colts. I just feel like they get it. They find a way to show up under the lights. Maybe I feel like the pressure is all on Baltimore right now. They got a lot of expectations to live up. They've had an outstanding record on these primetime games. They're like the Colts come into hostile territory and get the dub. 24-17.
Okay. Matt, how about you?
I'm going to say 27-19. I don't know if we can actually score more than 27 on them. And hopefully if we can keep it at 19, that means we did a good job containing Lamar.
Definitely agree. All right. Average Joe, what you got?
Ravens take this one 24-10, easy game. They held Denver last week to 7 points. Teddy Bridgewater and Carson Wentz are just as injury prone. I mean, didn't Wentz break both his ankles or hurt both his ankles, and he's trying to play on them? And the rest of the team just injured. We got 2 teams with big injury bugs, but I think we lock you guys down 24-10. Carson Wentz does not have a passing touchdown. Oh,
Man,
and
who
6
is
sacks.
this, the Raiders?
6 sacks.
In 6, who is this? The Raiders and the Bears? Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. So, my goodness, you guys. All right, here we go, y'all. Harry just wants to put his score out there and give something that, well, he feels is very realistic. Mike Pat here in the audience says here, Ravens 31, Colts 17. Ravens have home field advantage and coming off of a good win from Denver. Yes, all day long. Marcus looks great in the chat room, the host of our boxing/MMA show here, Gloves Off, on IE Sports Radio, catching every Wednesday. Great show. So, ladies and gentlemen, the final is in, and, well, this is going to be a good one. I am very excited for this because, well, the results are a little kooky. And why not? You're going to love some kind of crazy results, right? So, first things first, big ups to all you out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight and being here. Taryn says 27-16 Colts. All right, so, Ravens over the Colts 27-16. So, all right. Well, we do have the final voting poll in for both of the results here. Bobby says Ravens 28, Colts 17. So everyone seems to be picking the Ravens. So let's see what the voters think about on the actual voting poll that I put up earlier this afternoon. Thank you to everybody who voted at 3 and Out. Once again, that's at 3 and Out ISR. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. So this is lopsided, you guys. Man. And with 78% of the votes here tonight, you, the listeners, to win the game on the field, not the debate, to win the game on the field, are taking the Baltimore Ravens to win this thing. My goodness, 78%. I think you could have given the Colts a little bit more of a chance. My goodness, man. A lot of Ravens fans got on that one. But good stuff there. So, with that said, we do have a final vote for all you listeners out there for the debate itself. With the first overall vote, we have here Mike Pat's pick. He's going with Average Joe to win this thing. So it's 1-0 for Joe. With the second pick, Mr. Bobby Tazinski says this one was a little too tough to score. So he's going with a draw, Joe/Matt and Justin. So let me tell you how it's going to go from this point on. If we get one more Joe, of course, Joe will win by by the majority decision. Now, if Taryn just happens to give a draw as well, we will have a majority draw. Therefore, it will be a draw of the whole contest. However, as we know, if he does take Matt and Justin, they will be the winner of tonight's bout. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and uncover this final vote from Taryn Rodriguez. And the vote is in. Oh, man. I can't wait to see your guys' reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's Primetime Face-Off for week number 5, Taryn Rodriguez, with the final deciding vote, will take Average Joe to win here tonight. Oh my goodness. How about that, Joe? Look, Matt threw the phone. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was awesome. All right, Joe, let's talk to our winner. Joe, brother, how you feel, man? Your first time on 3 and Out, and you got a victory, man.
Hey, I'm 1-0. Let's move on to the next one.
Oh my gosh! What do you think about this?
I think Ravens. I think the Ravens get Miami or Cleveland in prime time still coming up. So we got
I'm looking for it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, 2 versus 1 clutch, dude. I can't believe it, man. It was a handicap max tonight, and you prevailed, dude. So you're getting love. All right, let's go ahead and talk to our other combatants real fast. Justin, once again, brother, thank you for being here tonight. What are your final thoughts on this whole bit of both the votes? Talk to the judges and the listeners, man.
I will give a shout out to Joe though. Appreciate you coming on, man. It's kind of tough to go 2v1, like the guy said in the chat. So major props to you. You definitely came with the stats. So shout out to y'all. We'll see how it all plays out. Like I said, any given Sunday, but it's Monday night, so anything goes down under the lights. But may the best team win, man. We'll see how it happens.
That's right. It's all played on the field. Matt, final thoughts on all this craziness, man.
I mean, props.
Uh-oh.
I cut out. This is the only victory that Baltimore is going to be, celebrating tonight. And he's gonna enjoy this victory on the field.
Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our show here for tonight. Man, gentlemen, we are just 15 minutes away from kickoff, or 20 minutes, somewhere right around there. So, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. I know I certainly did. Make sure to give all these guys a follow right here on. Oh, look at this, man. Joe's ready to rock and roll. So, real quick, Justin, where can they find you, brother?
At Mad Drums on Twitter. Same thing with Instagram. Follow me, check me out for all the high octane stuff. Not just Colts, we do Pacers, we do IMS, which is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the racing capital of the world. Indiana Fever. If it's Indiana sports, I'm about it.
That's right. Matt, where can they find you, brother? Oh boy, I think he's cutting. I think he cut. Oh, dude, right at the end. Well, I'm glad he stuck with us as long as he could.
I did. I cut out completely. Yeah, I had on mute.
There you go.
But yeah, you can find me on Twitter, MATTSEC21. I'm just talking about Colts football and everything sports on there.
Loving it. Average Joe, brother, where can they find you, man?
Hey, you can see the link on the stream here at Josiah Butan. It's just nothing special. Average name, average fan, average Joe.
Hey, that's what it's all about, man. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight. These three guys are freaking awesome. We appreciate you so very much. We look forward to having you all back on the show very soon. You guys enjoyed the game tonight, and we'll see you very soon. Y'all take care. God bless. All righty, y'all. That will do it for this portion of the show. But make sure to stick around for my final verdict, because I'll be giving you guys what I think about tonight's game. So it is not an easy game to pick for one reason, because the Colts defense is very overlooked. I don't ever want to have any overlooks. I don't. I would love to have complete unbiasedness when it comes to looking at what is on the field and not what we see on paper or what we think. However, that's what the show is all about, right? So, with that said, big ups to everybody in the chat room, by the way, tonight. Colts said, oh, look at that. It's Colts 24. Oh, 24-0. Yeah, I said soccer. What's up? you guys, man. This is awesome. Well, with tonight's final verdict, I got to say, I don't want to be that guy to go against everybody else, and I'm not. This is an easy one for me, at the same exact time kind of hard. I want to give every benefit of the doubt I possibly can to the Colts, but ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the Ravens are on a mission. They've been playing great football. I think the Colts are going to push these guys all the way out. We're going to see a 31-28 football game, or somewhere right around there. But I do, unfortunately, I see Justin still stuck around. He's in the background now. But I do, unfortunately, Colts fans, unfortunately for the Ravens, I'm taking those Ravens to win tonight in their dirty purple. My apologies to all the Colts fans out there. But, man, it's going to be a fight. The trenches are going to be lit up. There's going to be lots of fights there, lots and lots and lots of great plays made. I don't see not that many sacks, as Average Joe said, but I definitely do see the Colts playing a lot better than what I feel everybody else is thinking. If the Colts happen to win this thing, then you know what? They went out there and balled, and they proved themselves tonight against a team that's actually pretty solid. As for the Ravens, they'll continue to roll on and play great football. With that said, going final score, 31-28 Baltimore Ravens in what should be one amazing game. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this show here this evening. I will catch you guys coming up on the next show on Thursday night as we get ready to start week number 6 of the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, your boy Larry B. You can follow me on Twitter at @THEE_LB53. Once again, that is at THEE_LB53. You can follow us all at iSports Radio as a whole, at iSports Radio on Twitter, on Instagram as well, and also give us a follow or give us a like at iSports Radio on Facebook. We certainly like that. Also, check out IESportsRadio.com. Don't miss any of our podcasts and check out all the great things we got going on at iSports Radio. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. Enjoy the game. I will see you guys on Thursday evening. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.